You're watching Professor Plays. This is my Factorio tutorial series, Build from Scratch. I was having fun playing around with this mall. Probably too much fun. I was taking my time. Um, this is what I came up with. I'm never happy with malls when I build them. I've got so many designs that I've built over the years. So I didn't change anything up here. It's still the same number of gear machines. What I was thinking is I probably could have made this a belt machine here. Because I mentioned before, this machine's making transport belt, and they're needed for undergrounds, they're needed for splitters, and they're also needed to make the advanced belts, the red ones. What's your official name? Fast transport belt. And I was a little concerned, would that one machine be able to do all that? I mean, it's got to make belts for underground splitters, and it's got to make belts to feed into to make the red belt. And is that going to provide enough belts for me to use? Now, hi Factorio Cat. What's going on, buddy? Once I start using fast belts, then I suppose I would not need any of the regular transport belts for my own use, so that would be fine to do that. Oh, you're really vocal. What's going on, little buddy? So this is the way I built it, and it's okay. I don't know. I mean, I'm not doing rapid building, and I'm not using a lot of belt. But what I was thinking was, if this one machine is not producing enough of the yellow belts, I could have made this one be belt up here. So what would that look like if I made you be a transport belt? So that you could get a gear from there, you could get a plate from there. And that would be the belts that I would use. So I could put those into a box like that. And then I could have a supply of belts that I could use from up there. And then these wouldn't need to be just for my use. They could go for all the other uses. In fact, at that point, I could probably get rid of this and probably put a long-handed inserter to feed those belts down there like that. See, so this would be for my use. This chest would be my use only. This is now making belts for splitters, undergrounds, and for the fast belts. So something like that maybe. That's probably still enough gear machines. If it isn't, there's room up here where I could add more gear machines. In fact, I was thinking I might want to put pipes somewhere. So I put them down here, but I could have put pipes up there. Anyway, so I put pipes down here. The underground pipes require the straight pipe. So I put straight pipe machine here, underground belt or underground pipe here. This puts pipe into this chest. It also puts pipe into the machine that makes underground pipe or pipe to ground. Okay, anyway, that's what I came up with. Over here I put medium and big electric poles. They require the iron stick. So iron sticks here in the middle, and it's making medium and big electric poles. Inserters are a bit of a mess. This inserter, the regular inserter, requires a circuit, a plate, and a gear. So I put it over here where I can grab a circuit. Then the fast inserter requires as an ingredient plate, a circuit, and an inserter. So this machine that makes inserters puts them into a box. It also puts them up here to make fast inserters. So there's the fast inserters. And then these are filter inserters. Now I don't use very many of these. I do use fast inserters. I do use regular inserters. Filter inserters I use very sparingly. So I wouldn't even need those in the mall except for later on when I have robots and I'm building with robots. At that point, I want the material to be in chests, logistic chests, that the robots can get. So I do want that in the mall. Anyway, so the ingredients are, it requires a circuit and a fast inserter. So that's where I put that one, where I could grab a fast inserter. And then long-handed inserters also require a regular inserter. So I put it over here, and there's a long-handed inserter that's putting an inserter in there to make fast inserters. So it's okay. It's an okay build. I don't know that I would add a bunch more to this. I mean, there's room down here. I did some landfill. We'll see as I keep adding. Oh, speaking of landfill, I missed a spot. That would mess up my building if I tried to build there. Let me show you. I'm not using blueprints in this series, but let me show you as an example. I think I've got a blueprint of them all that I can show you. They can get quite elaborate, and I'm not a huge fan of the very big malls. What I have found in my own play style, the huge malls, it's hard to feed enough raw material. I mean, it's hard to feed enough iron plate and copper plate. And depending on where you're grabbing items out of the mall, you can be starved for materials. I'm not sure that I would build this one much bigger. I think I would stop about here. I mean, I might put another row of stuff down here, like this, like that maybe. You know, maybe one more row, depends, but I would not go much bigger than that. So anyway, let me show you if I have one here. Let's see, do I have a big mall? Yeah, let's see, that one's, which one is the newest one? This is version 2. Yeah, so this is a bigger, I can't even fit it on the screen. I'm scrolled out as far as I can scroll out, and I can't even fit the thing on the screen. Let me put the, let's see, can I put a blueprint down here so we can see it? There we go. Now it's paved. So the idea of paving them all is that you can walk faster when you're walking through there to get the items. I know it makes it hard to see because it's paved. So let's see, can I remove the pavement? Let's see, paved. What are you paved with? Bricks? Are you paved with normal bricks? Or what are you paved with? I don't know does it tell me what you're paved with? What are you paved with? Stone brick, yeah. So give me this, and let's remove stone brick from here. Stone brick. That's not an environment. It is. Okay. Where do I build stone bricks? Stone bricks are logistic, yeah. Okay. Stone brick. Can I not remove you? Why can't I remove you? Yes, I can. Yeah, no, that's not. Oh, tiles. I want tiles. I want stone path. There we go. So let's do stone path. And I don't want to remove everything. I just want to remove stone path. Only the stone path. Does that make it easier to see? Yeah, I think so. So that's a big mall. Yeah, a little easier to see. I'm not saying this is perfect. I'm just saying this is another mall design that I came up with. So this one actually has 4 columns across. Gear machines again at the top. Again, belt. And I did sort of the same thing I was doing on this one I've been building. I have 2 machines that make yellow belts, and because it's used to feed other things, you know, it's the supply for the undergrounds, it's the supply for the splitters. There's the red belts. This is for blue belts down here, which I don't have blueprinted in to this mall, but these machines are to make blue belts. Down here is inserter, same idea. You know, it's a long-handed. I know it's hard to see. Long-handed inserter that's feeding from this machine into this machine. You know, it's making pump jacks for oil. There's the other inserters. This is a RoboPort, if you haven't seen those yet. So once you get robots, they can fly around and pick up things out of the chests, and they can build. And so they have to be in a the chests that the robots pick stuff out of needs to be close to one of these. So that's why there's a RoboPort in there. Repair packs, pipe, radar, mining drills. These are some logic things we've not looked at yet in this series. There's electric poles, train signals, rail. So, there's some that are not populated in this blueprint. Well, there was when I was playing, but I didn't have it when I made the blueprint. So you can see they get quite big. I'm not a huge fan of those. They're okay, I guess. I don't know. Play with them. You decide what you want to do. That's. Are you not going to let me remove that? Oh, I can't remove that by undoing? Huh. Huh, I say. Huh. Huh. There. So I'll keep adding onto this as needed. I'm not going to build it much bigger. And if I need another mall or whatever, I'll build another mall next to it maybe. Okay, so research is blinking. Oh wait, did I get the research to make chemical science? Yeah, so I wanted to show you what's required to make chemical science. I researched it. So when I point to chemical science, it's under the intermediate products. Requires sulfur, advanced circuit, and engine unit. Now we saw how to make engine units, but sulfur, you have to have a chemical plant. That's a petroleum product. You have to have oil processing, and then you have to make petroleum gas in your refinery setup. You have to have a refinery that makes petroleum gas, and then in a chemical plant with water, you can make sulfur. That's one of the ingredients. And then advanced circuits, you have to have plastic, copper cable, and circuits. So plastic, how do you get that? Well, plastic's another thing you need: petroleum gas and coal in a chemical plant. So there's quite a few steps involved in providing the materials you need to make chemical science. And then advanced circuits, you have to set up a build to make advanced circuits. So it's pretty involved in the early game, especially when you're not used to playing. It can be a little bit overwhelming maybe to make the chemical science, but we'll work on that. Now, I do need oil though, or will need oil. Where was that? Right here. There's a little oil right there. I don't have any protection yet. I don't have walls. I don't have turrets guarding anything. This pollution maybe continue to spread down there and hit those bugs down there. I'll keep an eye on it. I really don't feel like going through all those trees and going down there and fighting all those bugs. I would wall off across here. Maybe I should do that. Well, let's watch it. Let's watch this pollution, and then I'll just wall across here if I think there's going to be a problem. Walls are great for defense, right? But they do take damage, and so if you don't repair them, eventually the bugs will break through. I don't want to spend all my time running around repairing walls. It's okay in the early game. That's the really nice thing about getting oil processing going, is that you can do the research to get robots, construction robots, and then they can do the repairs. That's what I want when I make a big wall. For right now, I'm just going to keep an eye on the pollution, or it's up to you. If you're new to the game, I would recommend maybe building a wall. Gives you a nice buffer. If your wall starts taking damage, you've got time to get over there and defend it and repair it. Let me show you, since I'm talking about it. This map especially is great for that. So it is a tutorial. So let's go through and show you how to defend this. You'll need wall segments that you make. So I'm making those. They're part of the military science build. Wall segments are, and you could box those up the way I'm boxing up the piercing rounds. You could set up a filter inserter down here. If I had one, I don't have a filter inserter. Give me a filter inserter. You could set up a filter inserter down here, and instead of filtering piercing rounds, you could filter walls like this. And then let's see. I don't need a ton of walls, but that'll be fine like that. And now we're boxing up walls. And then you can use those. I don't need you anymore. You can use those walls. Now they don't go very far. You know, it looks like a lot of wall segments. They're tiny. That's a wall segment. That's all you get. They look a little bit bigger when you put them side by side. So there's, you know, there's one. And there's two. But it's really the same width. It just looks thick or solid or whatever between those two. But that's wall. It takes a lot of them. And give me some machine gun turrets. Oh, I have some. And give me some piercing rounds. And let's go wall off. Since those cliffs are so perfect for making a wall, let's go build some walls. And oh, I'll probably see. Do I have radar everywhere? Almost. Give me a few more radar. Give me a few more radar. And give me. Am I making electric poles? I am. Excellent. Give me those. Give me those. And we'll run some power over here. And radar and walls and gun turrets to defend the walls. Where does this start? I have power up there already, but let's go. I need to wall off probably over here. So bring power this way. You are power there. Let's go across this. These large are big electric poles. It's interesting. It's the big electric pole, but the area that it powers things is small. You know, that this shaded area is that's where things have to be that are powered, compared to the medium pole, which is a much larger area where it can power things. The advantage of these big electric poles is they span a very long distance. I think their hit points are more too. Health is 150. What's your health? Health is 100. Yeah, so they're stronger from a biter attack, and they span a longer distance. But the area that they provide power to is smaller. Okay, and I'm gonna go over here. Let's see. Let's get rid of some trees. And let's go. Oh, let's go over here and wall in here maybe. Don't need to follow the contours of the cliffs exactly because you know, they're so irregular. It might make defending them even tougher. Like, that's pretty obvious that I want that to be the wall. Do I need that? Ooh, I might want that inside the wall. Well, there's one up there. That one's bigger. So I'm going to go straight. I'm going to go like right here. Right there. Right there, and then use that cliff as a wall. How's that sound? So where is that? Over here? I don't like that. I'm going to go back over here. There's no point in running all the way over here to defend something. That doesn't give me anything. There's no advantage in putting the wall over there. I'm just going to build it here, I think. Like that. Until I get robots to do the repair work and keep the wall defended. Or repaired, I should say. So where's that cliff? Right here? Actually that... Okay, here. This cliff right here. So let's do this. Did I put my walls on my tool? Here, we don't need you. We don't need you. We don't need you. Give me my walls. Walls, you go there. And you go here. right in line with that. Sure. Man, that cliff's going to be in the way, though. Okay, I'm going to build it here. I have to be able to get over there on foot to repair, so I don't want to build things that are in my way. I'm going to do a double layer, just to give me a little bit extra buffer. And then I'm going to put some defenses. I'm going to put some gun turrets. So make sure the circle, the area of fire is covering your wall. Don't put them really close to the wall because then the bugs can easily damage them. I keep them back, you know, like that maybe. Uh, the coverage along the wall, of course, is greatest when you're closer to the wall, but I don't want them really close to the wall. Like, see, like maybe like that. So that's covering this gun turret is shooting up to there, about there. So that one there and that one there. What's that look like? So that's a lot of overlap. So this field of fire is covering this gun, and this field of fire is covering this gun. That's what I want. And then I can do Control C, and I can use that for spacing. And I want more than that. That's not enough gun turrets, but this is like the bare minimum to provide coverage. And I don't want 100 rounds in there. 50 rounds is fine. Like that. And I'm just going to go, I'm going to try to intersect. Now, is this, let's see, let's get rid of these trees here. The trees are a barrier, but the bugs can work their way through. They're going to be in my way more than the bugs' way, I think. Because I want to be able to get over here quickly if I need to. Oh, notice I have one grenade tree removal now. That was the 2 explosion upgrades. So here, like this. I can't get through here. I can't get through here. That is solid cliff. Cliffs do not take damage. They're permanent. So you don't need to defend them. And I'm just checking to make sure I can't walk up through there. Now here I could. Now I don't need to remove those trees. I can leave those up there, but I do want to put walls in here. Like that. So give me a turret. Let's defend this cliff. Or not cliff, rather. Let's defend this wall. Like that. And then let's defend. We'll put 2. Let's put 50. Like that. And give me a turret up here. I'm going to give that one a little company closer to it. I just want them to defend each other. Okay, so that's walled, that's walled. And then this cliff, I don't need to remove these trees, but I just want to be able to get up through here quickly. I just want to visually verify that this is a solid cliff. Yeah, this is not a cliff here. I can walk through there. So I need to wall here. Like that. Give me a couple turrets in here. I don't know how many visitors I will get up there, but let's be prepared. And let's go through here. Like that. And over here. Okay, and then up here, let's put a turret there and a turret there. Gonna need more ammo. Probably have too much ammo over here, don't I? 50. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just using the natural cliff and filling in the gaps and putting gun turrets on my wall around the uh, base area here, doing that. So you don't need to watch all that. So I'll finish doing that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Let's take a look. I think everything is secure. So remember we have these cliffs around here. You can see the brighter white lines. Those are walls that I added. And the lighter blue line is the electric network, which you can turn on and off. And if I zoom in here, I'm just going to verify because actually I think I got everything. Oh, I didn't. I don't remember where it was. There was a place around here somewhere, and I don't remember where it was. I should have marked it. When I was building a wall, I can't demonstrate it because I don't know if I'm close enough to demonstrate it. Anyway, the wall segments, here, I'll just do it right here in this cliff. The wall segments themselves are pretty small. Like here's a wall segment, right? That's all it is. And you can put individual ones. When you put them together, they get wider than the three. But I thought, I don't think I've ever, maybe I've seen this, I just don't remember. I thought if I was holding down if I had a wall segment and I was holding left mouse and I was going to a cliff, I thought it always got as close as possible to the cliff. In other words, you could never walk between the wall and the cliff, but there was a place where I could. In fact, it happened twice, and I don't remember where that was. And so wherever it was, I had to double the wall to prevent walking through there. And I'm sorry, I should have marked it on the map and I didn't think of it. But somewhere along through here, one of these somewhere, a one layer wall was not blocking the path. I could still walk through there. And if I can walk through there, then the bugs can walk through there. So it was somewhere along here. You see they're all doubled now. Well, I think they're all doubled. Anyway, watch out for that. I didn't even realize that was a thing that could happen. So I ran walls along through here. I put this very limited gun turrets. I think there's overlapping coverage. If I point to that gun turret, you see that bright circle, the shooting arc, the shooting distance. I think all of the walls at least have one turret covering them, maybe two, all the way around through there, with power running around through there, and with radar. That again, that's the brighter square there. That's radar, and I can zoom in and see in real time if there's radar coverage. And then because there's radar here, it's scanning out farther over here. In fact, there's a scan right there, right on time. In fact, there's one, there's one, there's one. So they continue to scan out beyond the actual radar. And there's a radar down here. I'll show you that in just a second. So all the cliffs that made this natural wall, I think I plugged every hole with walls and put turrets. It's just, again, very limited. I threw turrets down there. I put some ammo in there. That's all I did. So if bugs started attacking here, like constant waves, it would very quickly run out of ammo. There's no way to reload that with ammo right now. And so you can see where the walls are here. They're the bright squares, or the bright white. That's my walls that I put in there. So I plugged in all those holes all the way around through there with power. You see the power and radar and turrets. That's the yellow squares. Those are the turrets. And then up here, there was no natural cliff to make a wall. So I just squared it off like that with turrets and radar. And then down here, and then through there, and then here. So it goes natural cliff there with walls, and then I just walled it off to the water there. Somewhere along through here, doesn't matter. So the bugs can't walk around through there. And then down here, I'm still concerned about this pollution hitting these bugs, which it's going to do pretty soon. And those bugs will attack me. They will try to find a way to get to me. They can go this way still. I've not taken care of this problem, except I have this wall here with the cliffs. So, they'll come around this way and attack, or they'll go this way. And I was afraid that they would go this way. So I put a wall here with the cliffs. I put extra walls and turrets and radar. So that's when the pollution hits down here and they try to come this way, they'll hit a wall. And if they try to go this way and walk all the way around, they'll hit the cliffs and the walls over here. So I think I'm protected. This is extra. I really wouldn't need this down here, right? This wall down here. I could have done the same thing up here. But I'm just kind of thinking ahead and putting some roadblocks in there for the bugs. Anyway, that's where I'm at with the walls. I need resources. I'm going to need to expand my walls very quickly. I need coal. There's coal. I'm going to need more iron. There's iron. There's iron. There's oil. I need oil. I do have a couple oil wells in here too. So I'm going to need to expand this wall pretty quickly. I probably should just go like right here, just from that water to that water with a wall like that. And I don't know what's up here. I have to look at the map. But anyway, and down here, maybe like that with a wall. But I need to get more research done. I need to get stuff started because no research is happening. I think what I want to do now is just start with a little bit of oil processing, and I can use these two oil wells that are inside my protected area, and then set up a little refinery. That'll be enough to get things started, so I can get some more science going. Where are those? Over here to the left. There they are right there. So I've made a couple pump jacks. When you're holding a pump jack, you can see the green box around the well. And if you select in the interface settings, use a ghost item. If you hover over a well and press Q, even if you don't have pump jacks, you'll select a ghost of a pump jack. Again, that was if you go to escape and settings and interface, in here it says if you don't have the item, select a ghost item instead. I don't remember where it is right now, but it's in here somewhere. Right here it is, down here at this bottom left corner. Pick ghost item if no items are available. I don't think that's on by default, so I selected that. And then if you don't have Like here's my pump. Oh, I can't drop them. Oh, yes, I can drop them. Here, I'll drop them over here. Oh, I wanted to show you that before, how these little icons appear. I didn't even think of that. I could have just dropped the thing. So if you're doing something and you're picking up something, you're crafting something, you don't have room in your inventory, you will drop stuff. Look how tiny that is. It's very easy to lose things. Imagine if I was standing here and I dropped that, you know. So that's what it looks like, a tiny little icon. You can drop a locomotive into a tiny little icon like that. So with that option selected to select a ghost, if you go to the oil well and press Q, you'll select a ghost item. Anyway, that's not the default. It doesn't do that by default. But see the green box? You can see where the oil well is. And you can actually place a ghost item. I'm not going to pick these up. Right mouse or F. You can pick them up. So now you can come over here and you can press Q, and now you can place the pump jacks on there. You can rotate them. See the little blue triangle? That's the output. You can rotate that around, and it wants power. And then I want to put, actually I don't know, let's make them point to the right. And let's put, do I have any, I made some tanks. Oh, I don't know where I want my oil storage. Oil storage, where do I want you? If I'm going to bring oil in from outside the base, it's up there. And I'm going to bring it in by rail. I probably want, well, it doesn't matter. You know, I think I could fit my whole refinery down here. Why don't I do that? Why don't I build my refinery down here, and I can always pipe the oil down there. Sure, why not? Why not? So give me some tree removal devices, and give me a couple storage tanks, and let's just build a refinery right in here. There's tons of room. In fact, yeah, that's fine, because the output of the refinery I want to go onto the bus, solid fuel and stuff, and sulfur. Yeah, this'll be fine. This will, no, maybe I want these, maybe I want the storage. No, this is fine. This is fine, right in here. Let's put some storage tanks. So anyway, these are the storage tanks. There's a fitting on, each corner, each side there. And it doesn't matter how you rotate them. You can do this, like this, and connect four together like that. Whatever you like. Or you can do this. Oops, well, I don't have any more. But, you can rotate them like that. I'll show you in ghost form what it looks like. Or you can do this. It's the same thing. Doesn't make any difference. So here's, that's a way to connect four together, and this is a way to connect four together. So whatever you like, it doesn't really matter. I think I generally do it like this, but I don't think there's any difference. And then just put pipe, straight pipe, pipe to ground. The fluid mechanics in the game are such that it's showing up as ghost. Let me show you a real pipe so you can actually see it. See the ghost is always oriented like that, vertically. If I put ghost down, if I hold shift, it keeps the orientation the same. But if I put actual pipe, it connects them the way you would think that they should be connected. So that's the straight pipe, and then here's the pipe to ground, like that. So you can see the distance that it spans. How many are you? Are you 10? 11. Of course you would be 11. So there's pipe to ground. There's 11 straight pipes. It's been so long since I looked this up, I really can't remember. But there is a very, very slight resistance to fluid flow through pipe. And if memory serves me correctly, it's based upon the number of pipe segments, not the length of the pipe that it's flowing through. So this pipe to ground, even though it's covering the same distance, has less resistance to fluid flow than this group of pipe above ground. Now remember, the pipe to ground, when you're crafting them, this requires two of them. This pair, this what I have right here, this pair of pipe to ground. This pair of pipe to ground requires 5 iron plate and 10 straight pipe. And so this is 11 straight pipe. So this is equivalent in resources. This down here is equivalent to 10 straight pipe and 5 iron plates. It's almost the same in terms of plates, but this is better for fluid flow, the pipe to ground. Plus you can walk through there, it's not in your way. Now there's several mods you can get. One's called Squeak Through, and with Squeak Through mod, I could walk through there. I don't have Squeak Through installed, so I can't walk through there, but I just use pipe to ground. And when I'm hooking up, I need more, give me some more pipe. You can handcraft these very quickly, these straight pipe. When I'm hooking these up, I just do straight pipe like this, and I just kind of lay things out with straight pipe, and then I grab the pipe to ground, and you can go up here and do this, and it replaces the straight pipe with pipe to ground. Now, is that as efficient because I've used a pipe to ground? No, it's not as efficient, but I want to be able to walk through there. And it's also, this is better for fluid flow than all those individual pieces are. So, and then you need to get power to the pump jacks, so I'm just using my medium electric pole, and now they're moving and they're pumping oil. See the little oil icon, and you see oil icons down here in the storage tanks. So now we're getting some oil. I'll need to handcraft some stuff here to process oil. You need oil refineries, and I need to pick up some stone bricks so I can make some of those. And you also need chemical plants, so I'll make some of these while I'm running around grabbing things. So let me have some. I think stone brick is probably all I need to make some of those. Stone bricks are very weak. I got to get some more research going and get some more resources into the base here. I'll make 4 refineries. I'm going to be all messed up again on my time because I split this across multiple episodes or multiple recordings, multiple days. So I apologize if I'm over or under, but I'll just show you very quickly setting up this refinery, and then that'll wrap it up for today's episode. So there's my oil, and there's my crude oil. Then you just take your refineries. Where'd you go, refineries? I'm still crafting them, aren't I? I don't have one yet. Oh, I almost have one. There we go. There's a refinery. That's what it looks like. And so you just leave some room. And what I do is I put refinery like that, and then I leave a gap like that between them. And then I put power in here like this. And then if you click on it and select the recipe, there's only one recipe right now. Basic oil processing. Later on there will be advanced oil processing, but select that, and it labels the inputs and outputs when you put the recipe in there. And you can copy the recipe, shift right click, shift left click, copies the recipe. So this is crude oil. This droplet here is indicating crude oil goes in there, and this is petroleum gas. Petroleum gas comes out there. Now later on, when we get advanced oil processing, this will be water input here. And then there will be 2 more items that come out over here. Heavy oil and light oil will come out over here. So what I do, I need some more pipe here. So what I do is, in anticipation of that, I will do something like this. It doesn't matter which is which, but I'll do an arrangement like that with the pipes. I'll do 1 pipe, 2 pipes, and 3 pipes, and the reason I do that is now I can connect these together like this. Give me some more pipe. I need pipe. Let's see, I'm making pipe somewhere. I can't talk about oil refining without pipes. It takes a lot of pipes to set up an oil refinery. I am making those, right? I think I'm making. Yeah, I see them. I see them. Over here, I set up pipe in my mall that we talked about. I set up a little bit of pipe manufacturing in anticipation of working on oil refining. Am I still making landfill? I think I turned that off. Did I turn off? I see some landfill up here. I'm gonna check to see how much landfill is in there while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's not making any more because stone was so weak. But I see some in the chest. I'd like to have a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit. Okay, so now I've got a little bit of landfill. And you will need some power. Like that. Now crude oil goes in here. And you can go like this. Look at that, it even lines up. That was a mistake. No, that was, I planned it that way. And you can see flame coming out of there. That means they're running. Now, it won't run very long. With oil processing in the refineries, if any fluid backs up, everything stops. Well, that one machine stops, that one refinery will stop. So in this, when the internal capacity of this refinery for storing petroleum is reached, it will stop. So now it won't run again until it gets someplace to put that petroleum. So I need some more fluids. I need some more storage tanks. I'll make a couple storage tanks here, and we'll put the petroleum gas into a storage tank. So let's do that. Let's do that over here. Here, I got plenty of room up here. So we'll put some petroleum gas storage up here. Gonna get you lined up like that, maybe. Let's do it. Let's do this up here. That'll be good enough for now. Yeah, I do want that pipe in there. I want that straight pipe in there. Give me this, give me this, give me this, give me this. And then you go here, you go here, and you go here like that. And now there's some place for the petroleum gas to go. You see they're running again. See flame coming out of there. So now we're processing crude oil into petroleum gas. That basic oil refining recipe, that's all it does, is it converts crude into petroleum gas. But that will allow us, petroleum gas, will allow us to make the more advanced things that we're waiting on. For example, sulfur. See, the ingredients are water and petroleum gas, and plastic, coal and petroleum gas. So those are the things we need in order to craft a chemical science. Well, advanced circuits, but they require plastic. So they require plastic, which is coal and petroleum gas, and then also requires sulfur, which is water and petroleum gas. So with petroleum gas now and water and coal, I can make the ingredients I need to make chemical science, well, and advanced circuits. Okay, so I'll work on that next time. I'm sure I'm out of time because of the way I've split this recording up, but I'm sure I'm out of time. But anyway, I've got some basic oil processing running. I've got a wall around my starting area. I've got some defenses up there with radar everywhere. So I'm pleased. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please click on that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it very much. I appreciate the comments. Take care. Have fun playing, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.